The Giants just concluded day 3 of their OTA practices. We got a lot more news to talk about than we did in day 2, and we're going to fit it all here in one video. I'm going to give you guys everything you guys need to know right now. What's going on, guys? Going on 27 Squad. Welcome back into another video. If you guys are enjoying the content, as always, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, and let's get started. So as I said in the last video, we're going to talk about the rookies first, but again, there's just not a lot of talk about the rookies so far. No talk about like Deonte Banks, barely any talk about John Michael Schmitz. We'll talk about that in a second, but we also first got to talk about the punt coverage. We have punt coverage news, everybody. I know this is becoming a little bit of a story now that Dory Jackson is back on punt coverage along with Jalen Hyatt, who is a rookie out of Tennessee, and also rookie running back Eric Gray as well. So that's some rookie news for you guys, and I actually like Eric Gray being that punt returner. I think he's consistently able to make the first guy miss when he's playing the running back position. I think it'll be the same as a punt returner. I think he has a lot of that sideline to sideline quickness, that east to west quickness that I don't think Jalen Hyatt really possesses, and I really don't want a Dory Jackson on punt coverage, for crying out loud. I know Dory Jackson was a great returner at USC, but I don't want to see that in the NFL. He has a true role at cornerback. Javarius Owens along with Cordell Flott, but since this is rookie watch, we'll just throw in Cordell Flott because why not? Cordell Flott and Javarius Owens both had noteworthy pass breakups. Javarius Owens, this is his second day in a row at OTA practices where he has a noteworthy pass breakup, so that's good to see from Owens. And last, we got some John Michael Schmitz news. Very excited to see him when it comes to his rookie season. This is probably the first time we're really getting to hear about some offensive linemen, being that they don't really get a lot of shine in OTAs because there's no contact. But JMS, as you guys know, John Michael Schmitz, works out of a dead ball snap. It's a technique that not a lot of centers use. It's more of a new school sort of thing. And quickly, we'll just talk about Daniel Jones. Now, I guess he's allowing it. I'm not going to say like he had to approve of it, but he's saying he's cool with John Michael Schmitz in the dead ball as long as he is accurate. Here's what he had to say.
Dead ball snap.
It's been good.
You're okay with it?
Yeah, I'm good with it. He's accurate, and yeah, I'm good with it.
He said he was going to ask you, if you wanted to do it, basically, and you were okay with it. So I'm assuming by that answer, you said yeah.
I did. Yeah. He asked me. I said yeah.
Can you dead ball snap?
Now, if you guys are not familiar with dead ball snapping, it's pretty much, there's 3 types of snaps that a center does. There is the spiral snap, which is what you mostly see in the NFL, and that's what his Daniel Jones is used to. Then you have the dead ball snap, where you're kind of grabbing the ball from the back, and you're kind of just tossing it under your legs as opposed to spiraling it. And then you have the pendulum snap, which you see some centers actually do in the NFL, where they kind of grip it from the side and then throw it back. I mean, that is pause, but you guys get what I'm saying. So there's 3 different ways to do it, and yes, it is actually important when it comes to snapping the ball. A quarterback wants to know how he is catching the ball, what position the ball is coming to him, that he can get his hands on the laces or at least get a firm grip on it to deliver it. Wink Martindale threw in Dory Jackson and Amani Oruwariye, the veteran corner from Detroit. They are your starting 2 corners for right now. Everybody seems to forget about Amani Oruwariye. I liked him coming out of Penn State, and he had a decent career up to this point. I think he can get some starting reps in there. He's probably going to wind up rotating with Deonte Banks if he's not let go of, but don't expect to see Deonte Banks 100% of the time at cornerback 2. You may get a lot of Amani too. Here's a name you guys haven't heard of in a while, Colin Johnson, who tore his ACL in the beginning of the season last year before the season even started. This was in the preseason, and he's coming back strong, picking up right where he left off. He's making consistent catches with his long frame and huge catch radius that he seems to be catching on fairly quickly back up to speed. According to Dan Solomon from Giants.com, the Giants aired the ball out more than ever so far that we've seen in OTA practice up to this point, obviously in this season, and it was also the windiest, so it was almost like a test for this offense to see how successful they can be airing the ball deep, and they were fairly good at it. Another clean day for the offense. Now keep in mind, there is no contact in these drills. All right, they're just kind of playing backyard football, two-hand touch sort of thing, so it's really, the offense is gonna win like 8 times out of 10. The defense has to make a really good play for that not to work out. So there's no contact, like I said, so there's no pressure either. So a lot of the offense is going to ball out, but it is fair to see a lot of these, a lot of the wide receivers and who's doing well. You do get a little bit of that. Darius Slayton had a quote-unquote monster day where he was catching the ball on all 3 levels of the field. This is what I like to see. I want to see the wide receiver core just torch our defense. I'm confident in our defense. Trust me. I want to see these wide receivers get confident. I want to see these wide receivers stay on a hot streak. I'm very excited to see that, and Darius Slayton is going off. Apparently, he had great catches from short, intermediate, and deep. Apparently, the best throw of the day was Daniel Jones hitting Darius Slayton in stride on 7v7 drills down the middle of the field, and he also had a touchdown on 7-on-7s as well. So that's awesome to see for Darius Slayton. And last thing to note, the biggest thing to note, Darren Waller is like the talk of the town. This is the 3rd OTA practice, and I kind of wanted to stay away from Waller because we knew he was a baller. But it is the 3rd practice in a row where they're really like highlighting Darren Waller, what he's doing on the field, how much of a mismatch he is, and how much of a threat he is for this offense. And he is quickly becoming a favorite target for Daniel Jones. Here's what he had to say about Darren Waller. It says here, the franchise quarterback showed his arm strength more than once on a blustery day in East Weatherford, and Waller was frequently on the other end as they continue to establish a rapport on and off the field. And here's what DJ had to say about Darren Waller. He says he's a true 250, 260, and can fly, can run all the routes. He's just an impressive athlete. He's just been locked in. You can tell it's important to him. He puts a lot of effort into learning the stuff and getting caught up. It's been fun working with him. He can do a lot. He's obviously a tough matchup for people, for defenses, with a guy who can run like that, with that kind of size, and how you play him in man and how you account for him in zone coverages. He definitely gives something for defenses to worry about or to game. He definitely gives something for defenses to worry about or to game plan for, and we can move him around and put him in different spots. Just a super versatile player. And Darren Waller has some nice thing to say about Daniel Jones as well. He says, I've been very impressed with Daniel. Arm talent, intelligence, funny guy. He's got a lot of personality that you really get to see once you get to know him some more. It's been fun getting extra throws sessions in, working out in the weight room, a lot of jokes, just having lunch together. You can tell guys are really close around here, and he kind of leads that energy. So you can see that's some great news that Darren Waller and Daniel Jones are getting that rapport. We want to see that tandem completely light up the NFL. We're very excited about it, and Darren Waller and DJ are off to a phenomenal start here in OTAs. But that is the news for today, guys. That is OTA day 3 for the Giants. I believe that they'll be back on the 30th, if I'm not mistaken. I believe they're back on the 30th. So that's what we'll cover day 4 of OTAs. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you guys are new, and I'll see you guys in the next video.